Justin Fields. He could be available. His stock is plummeting. People saw him as the number 2 pick before the season started, but he had some bad games against Indiana and Northwestern and Alabama. Those 3, particularly Indiana. That was just frightening, the decisions he made under pressure. I mean, wow. But what's interesting about Chris Sims, he didn't really talk about, he said, yeah, he's a one-read quarterback in the sense that it's Ohio State's system, doesn't prepare him. It's just one read and panic. That's how it's always been. But what he said about Fields is the mechanics, kind of like with Trevor Lawrence. Got a floppy arm, big floppy release, not a quick release, not a compact release, not a repeatable release. And he compared it to Cardale Jones' release, compared it to Dwayne Haskins' release, the other Ohio State quarterbacks who preceded Justin Fields. And what he's saying is there's a reason why these guys have failed as passers and why he doesn't like Justin Fields, or why he feels Justin Fields at least needs mechanical tweaks and improvements, because that elongated throwing motion, it's just not good for the short throws. Some offenses wouldn't care. Ohio State doesn't care. They throw downfield a lot. Why? Because they have a hell of an offensive line, and the guy can take as long as he wants to throw downfield. But on the Niners, there's a lot of short throws. There's a bad offensive line. There's limited opportunities to throw the ball down the field. Justin Fields, his best attributes will be wasted here. Here he's throwing slants all day, a couple of downfield throws, and he's not good at throwing the short stuff. If you watch him in a game, he will make 3 or 4 throws where you're like, damn, that is the best throw I've seen. Like that deep out, that post, that was the highest degree of difficulty, and very few guys can nail that. And then he'll throw a quick out or slant, and he'll just totally freaking miss. It's like, how did you miss that? And you realize, like, you are way too inconsistent to be a good quarterback now. He can be a dual threat guy who runs a lot and throws sometimes until he develops as a passer. But Kyle, you don't want to structure your offense that way. That was your worst nightmare in Washington, that you had to structure offense differently for RG3 while he developed as a passer. You don't want to do that. That's why you got rid of Colin Kaepernick. When you got here, you don't want to change your offense to accommodate a running quarterback while he learns, or does it, how to be a quarterback. So Justin Fields doesn't have the mechanics to be a good short thrower. Not for you. Watch the offense with Matt Ryan, completely different. Yeah, but Matt Ryan still has the ability to throw the short pass. He can go downfield, but he doesn't have that long, elongated release where he can't throw a slant. That's Justin Fields. That's Cam Newton. Cam Newton's not coming to the Niners. Now that you think about it, he's not a good short thrower. Kyle doesn't want that. Kyle wants guys who nail the slant route every time, 10 out of 10 times. It can't be an adventure. That is the backbone of the passing game in San Francisco, Santa Clara. The slant, the dig, the in-breaker from 5 to 15 yards. That is what the Niners freaking do. And that's not Justin Fields' game. Justin Fields' game is the long throws, the difficult stuff. Like, he'd be better in a vertical offense, like what Bruce Arians does, or what the Panthers used to do with Cam Newton down the freaking field. Where I expect he'll be the kind of guy who has a 55% completion percentage, but still averages 7.5 yards an attempt. That kind of guy. Justin Fields, not your kind of quarterback, Kyle. Kellen Mond is. Justin Fields needs development. You don't have time. No preseason. He needs mechanical tweaks. You can't do that. You're a wide receiver. Your quarterback coach is Rich Scangarello. You have no track record of developing any quarterback. You need a guy who's developed. It ain't Justin Fields. Mac Jones has Tom Brady body, probs a future Hall of Famer. Yeah, just because of the body. You're right. A little off topic, but what do you think of letting go of Jimmy and Trent and going huge free agency and re-signing players, best team possible, to a first-round quarterback? Yeah, I like that. Get rid of Jimmy and Trent, the 2 most overpriced players on the team, the guys who missed time. Trent's almost 33. Don't give a 33-year-old player $20-something million. I don't care what he does. Get rid of him. Jimmy Garoppolo, get rid of him. Get younger, healthier players. I'm with Todd on this one. I like that. Yeah, no brainer. Will they do it though? No, because they don't watch the quality control as much as you guys do, as they should.